Hello, everybody. Welcome to the American Magpie. My name is Chris Rodriguez. We are here again with another video with some news of the great Newcastle United. Now, let's not forget to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Let's get to 100 likes in this video. Is we're going to talk about Jacob Murphy. We're going to talk about Kieran Trippier. So don't move, don't go anywhere, and let's get to it. Let's go. All right, let's get started with this video, ladies and gentlemen, and let's start talking about this guy with the big smile right here. The guy that we all love, Murphy, is set to is preparing to extend his contract with Newcastle United. That's according to a recent report from Team Talk, who claims Eddie Howe is keen to reward the winger with a pay raise as well as a 1-year extension with the Magpies. Now, despite being a player that's coming off injuries, that comes from the bench, he usually is a sub. He is such a good weapon to have in your ranks. Really agile, fast, quick, really thinks well, knows how to shoot and shoots well. And just a great player, and really could be one of those players that you think can actually fight for a spot in the starting lineup, and can play right back, right winger, many positions that Murphy can play, even midfield in some areas. So, he is such a good player to have in your ranks. And Eddie Howe is just beside himself to try to keep him. Again, he's been a player that hasn't been as fortunate lately because he dislocated his shoulder against Borussia Dortmund, and again dislocates his shoulder in one of Newcastle's recent games. It wasn't completely healed, therefore he unfortunately is able to be off, and more than likely going to have surgery, has had surgery, and then going to have to rehab and all that jazz. But at the end of the day, he's one of the good players that we'd like to have. Although I'm one of the people that say that at the end of the day, Newcastle is going to have to get better and more worldwide known players. And I don't just mean that, you know, as a way of talking bad or complaining about the players that we have. But if we want to grow, if we want to be a club that gets called up, that gets talked about to winning titles, we need to get players that people know about, that have a lot of talent, because ultimately that's what matters, is playing on the football pitch. At the end of the day, Newcastle is going to have to spend some money this January, and also big in a big way, rather say, in the summer coming up. I know a lot of fans are not going to like that, but at the end of the day, if we want to move on, if we want to make the big step forward, we got to get those big name players. However, this guy you see on your screen right now, Murphy, is one hell of a player. And now, since joining the Toon from Norwich City back in 2017, Murphy, who is currently valued at a 15 million pound per transfer market, of course, has directly contributed to 25 goals in 158 games in all competitions. Now, just don't just look at that and think, well, those are not great numbers. At the end of the day, if you look at Newcastle, if you watch Newcastle and watch how Murphy has been playing when he comes on, is really, really, really terrific. So what do you think? So let me know in the comment section down below. And let's move on. Let's start talking about this guy right here, Kieran Trippier, our captain, more than likely the best, to me, the best right back in the game right now. By the way, he has left the English national team for personal reasons ahead of the trip to North Macedonia, but the Newcastle star is likely to play, is set to play again this Chelsea match this weekend for the Premier League as it resumes after the international break game, which, by the way, we will have here on the American Magpie live watch along right here. Myself will be watching. And please, you are invited. So please consider subscribing, hit the bell for notifications. Let's get to 100 likes, and let's keep more Magpies. Bring them on. If you know a Jordy, let them know about the channel. And then again, we're going to enjoy that match. It's going to be a really, really important match. And by the way, Kieran Trippier explains what his priorities are when it comes to Newcastle United. He's one of the best English players right now in his position. I think is the best. Other people might say other players, but it's not more than one or two, right? At the end of the day, is those guys are top. And to me, Kieran Trippier is the best one of them all. Now, when it comes to Newcastle United, he of course says, "Yeah, I want to perform for England," and that's all good and well, but at the end of the day, he says, and I quote, "I need to keep performing well for Newcastle first. There are so many good fullbacks in England at the moment, so I need to focus on my own performances. Obviously, I want to be there in Germany next summer, but I know I need to be playing at a high level to be successful. I have always believed in myself. I have always had challenges in my career. I have always been up against top right backs for many years, and it's just about believing in yourself." And so, he just keeps talking about what he is all about, and also Newcastle, performing good at Newcastle, performing at a top level, and he knows that that's why he's been getting called up to the English national team. And of course, he was called up whenever he was at Atletico Madrid, but at the end of the day, it's still playing at a high level for the Magpies. What is the key for him to be good, to be in good terms with his club, and also to be in good terms with the national team. So, what are your thoughts on some of the words that Kieran Trippier had to say? And it just shows the amount of compromise that that these guys have, especially him with the Magpies. So let me know in the comment section what you think. Certainly, this wasn't a video, a long video with a lot of news, but these are the two top news right now in the NUFC world. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Please consider subscribing, hit the bell for notifications. My name is Chris Rodriguez here on the American Magpie. Let me know what you think. I really want to hear your comments. I really want to interact with you. But until then, we will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.